Welcome to the Dental 18 podcast. I'm your host, Kiera Dent, and I have this crazy idea that maybe I could combine a doctor and a team member's perspective because let's face it, dentistry can be a challenging profession with those two perspectives. I've been a dental assistant, treatment coordinator, scheduler, filler, office manager, regional manager, practice owner, and I have a team of traveling consultants where we have traveled to over 165 different offices coaching teams. Yep, we don't just understand you, we are you. Our mission is to positively impact the world of dental, and I believe that this podcast is the greatest way I can help elevate teams, grow VIP experiences, reduce stress, and create A-teams. Welcome to the Dental 18 podcast. Hello, Dental 18 listeners. This is Kiera, and you guys, let's dive into a topic that I have heard that's a great one for you guys to be reviewing right now as a system to improve in your practice. That is same-day treatment. Dun, 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 dun. I love same-day treatment. This is the way that we built our practices. This is the way that I am able to help a ton of patients really receive amazing expert dental care. And docs, it's an easy way for you to bump up your production in the fastest, most efficient way. Assistants, this is your time to shine. So what I found though is same-day treatment really just has an opportunity of a small window. So you've really got to dial this system down and you've got to practice it in your practice. So I want you guys to think through same-day treatment. And let's talk about some of the hurdles of same-day treatment that prevent offices from being able to close same-day treatment. First and foremost, I think it's not prepping for morning huddle. You don't even know when same-day treatment's available. Every person should be able to take ownership of same-day treatment opportunities that they could add in. So I want you guys to really dial into that and make sure that you're looking for those opportunities. Some offices color change the appointments. So maybe they know there's 10 patients on their schedule today with same day opportunities, but they choose to color change 4 of those 10 patients, and those are the main ones they'll focus on. Because if we're not actually doing something to remind us, it might be a little trickier. I think assistants should be held accountable that every single patient that had same day treatment opportunities, they were held accountable that they talked to all those patients and tried to convert to same day treatment. Also, front office, you should make notes of who has same day treatment opportunities and talk to them in the waiting room, because that is probably one of the biggest key factors that puts a wrench in same-day treatment, and that is on financials. So first and foremost, we're all going to prep in our morning huddle, and we're going to possibly even color change appointments. Now, if you're in open dental, that's an easy color change. If you're in Dentrix or EagleSoft, I would do the color bar tab a different color, or maybe change it to a different provider code because it will show up as a different color. Yes, make sure you remember to return it back to a different provider. Maybe you make a provider called SameDay, and that's the provider name. And so you could change it to that provider so it shows up as a different color on your screen, but then make sure you change it back to the proper provider so when you bill it out, it's linked to the proper provider code. So that's something, make sure you use your morning huddle to proactively look for same-day treatment. Now, doctors, you also have a very small window of opportunity. That's why I want you to color change your appointments. Because docs, if you know hygiene has 3 crowns in there, get in there early for an exam, because otherwise you're not going to be able to convert for that same day. Assistant, same thing. Be on top of bringing patients back. While the blood pressure is being taken, you can look and be like, oh, hey, Kiera, I noticed that we're doing number 3 crown today. That's what you'd come in for. Just so you know, number 5 has a filling. The tooth, just 2 teeth in front of that one, actually has a filling. You're going to be numb in the same area. Why don't we just take care of that for you today? Notice what I said. Why don't we just take care of that for you today? I didn't say, do you want to take care of that today? Because I'm assuming that, yes, they want to take care of this. You guys, if nothing else, I can hone in on you. Please assume patients want to do treatment. Assume it. You create your own reality, guys. And if you're like, oh, they're not going to want to do this, they're not going to. If they do want to do it, you're going to see that as well. So please, I'm begging you, assume the yes. So assistants, while you're taking that blood pressure or while you're putting on that topical, make sure you talk to them about same-day opportunities. I used to look in the same quadrant that we were working on and also on the same side. Maybe on the lower, where we were working on the upper, well, maybe on the lower, there are teeth that we could do same side, able to accomplish that. Maybe it's on both sides of the arch of the upper arch. Just look to see what could we do, because ultimately at the end of the day, we're looking to see how can we prevent this patient from having to make multiple visits, make their life easier. So assistants, if you get the green light, go let doctor know and run up to the front office. Front office team, this is something where we need you to be proactive. If your back office team says they've got same-day treatment, I want that to feel like there is a fire under your bootay and you get that done immediately. Yes, I know we're on hold with the insurance company. I know we've got to check in patients, all those things. The only thing more important than same-day treatment, in my opinion, and you guys can judge me if you want, this is not gospel, it's just a note for you guys right now on this podcast, is a patient standing in front of you. Now that patient it's more important than same-day treatment. However, if somebody comes up and asks for same-day treatment, pass it to somebody else and get it done. Or better yet, right now, we could be training our back office team how to present financials so they could present it. Because honestly, if the back office team can present financials for you, same-day treatment converts so much faster. So I would take this opportunity right now to train your back office team, or to even set up protocols, or use the dental aid team. Guys, we can pop on one coaching call with you. We can help you figure out how to do this. We could even do a Zoom call with you if you want. Record some of the verbiage of how to present these treatment plans on Zoom. We're happy to do that. And then you can use this as training for your team when everybody gets back together. So a lot of different ideas that you can do, but right now, use this time, because if the back office team can use it, then it's not the front office that's always needing to turn in the financials. I will tell you guys, this is probably the number one area where same-day treatment does not convert, is that the front office and front office ladies and men, I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm guilty. I was just like that as well. So don't think I'm better than you in any way, shape, or form. I'm definitely not. I just think it's an area where we need to convert faster, because it's those small little windows of opportunity. And we're talking 1 to 10 minutes. If we don't have that financial in there signed and taken care of, we miss the opportunity for same-day treatment and it's not available. So front office team, make sure you get back there, get the treatment plan signed, run back there, basically sign the treatment plan so you don't bottleneck the back office team. I truly think better yet, train the back office team to be able to present same-day treatment. For an office team, all that means is you need to have the insurance in there perfectly with any downgrades or areas, and the back office team needs to know where to look. If that's done correctly, the back office team should, notice I said should, they should be able to literally go to the treatment plan, print it out, and it should be pretty much spot on. Yes, I know there are downgrades, there are copays, there are all these different areas. But for an office team, if you're really doing your job like top-notch A-team status, those notes are in there. The back office team can read it, and we should be 95% of the way there. I've even seen some offices, they get Clover, or they get tablets where they can run a credit card in the back. They can even sign. If you're using Open Dental, Flex makes it so easy to present treatment plans on there. So I would suggest you get it to where it's so easy. Have the iPad back there, have the patient sign, and then swipe the credit card in the back. That is going to be able to allow same-day conversions to go quicker and easier. I am such a huge fan of that. And I just watch offices and I'm like, darn it, you missed the opportunity because we weren't a well-oiled machine. And so maybe the back office team didn't notice it fast enough. Maybe they didn't alert the front office team fast enough. Maybe the back office team just sent a message and the front office team didn't see it because they were busy. And instead of following up with that, they didn't go follow up to make sure we got a treatment plan. Or better yet, the back office team printing a treatment plan, having the front office confirm that it's correct, and then they go back there and present it to them so that way it's good to go. Those little opportunities. Doctors not getting back there soon enough. Doctors going to their room, their office, instead of just coming straight in and getting the patient numb. Doctors even talking about same-day conversion to hygiene patients if it's available. I think having offices truly in the mindset of we convert always. And that is just the mindset that we do. Then it's no longer a missed expectation. Try, see what you can do. It's crazy. I see offices convert same-day treatment all the time. And then I see others that can't convert to save their lives. It's like, well, maybe we'll convert. My thoughts are, you're at work anyway. Why not make it count? Why not make that day count? Make those patients' lives easier. Make your practices day easier. You guys, it's something that is a muscle, I feel. And it's being able to see the schedule in a masterful way. I used to love to look to see where I could add in a little filling here, a crown prep here, and not have my day even feel like it skipped a beat, but helped so many patients throughout. Hello, Dental A Team listeners. This is Kiera, and you guys, right now is the time to get your operations manual done. I just did a podcast, Operations Manual 2.0. Be sure to listen to that. And if you're like me, sometimes that task can feel daunting, which is why the coaching team, the Dental A Team coaching team, put together, you got it, Wednesday workshop for the next 4 weeks, starting on April 15th. We'll be running these at 12 p.m. Pacific, Wednesday workshop, where we're getting your operations manual done. We're taking you through step by step to ensure within 4 weeks, you actually get that operations manual done with accountability, with traction, and with ease. So be sure to join us. It's free for all. So there is no reason you shouldn't join us and get that operations manual done. Wednesday workshops every Wednesday starting on April 15th, running through May 6th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. Pop on over to thedentalateam.com/strategy to join our webinar series. Can't wait to see you guys there on Workshop Wednesday. So I would challenge all of you guys to create a system for same-day treatment. Also, it's super fun if you guys tally it in the back. It's fun to tally up and see how many patients we're able to help that day through same-day conversions. So I recommend offices track that. This could be a dental assistant KPI. How many conversions did they make? How many conversions did hygiene make? How many conversions did front office make? And maybe as a team, that's a KPI that you guys run for a while you get into the rhythm and the routine of same-day treatment. Same-day treatment really can be done quickly and easily if we have our insurance verification done. So that's front office job to make sure that they have that part taken care of. We're talking downgrades. We're talking any non-covered procedures that are not covered, because the goal should be, and I tell offices this all the time, the goal should be that you should be able to print straight from the computer, from the software, and not have it be tricky or hard for you, and be 90% of the way accurate. There are 10% that we are going to miss, you guys. And that's where we always say, this is an estimate. We'll send it off to insurance. And if you have a balance, we'll let you know. We try and get really close. We do all the prep work we possibly can. We always just send it off to insurance though, and we'll see at the end of the day when they actually do pay. So just letting them know this is an estimate, and we do our absolute best to be as close as possible as we possibly can. That's bottom line. Make sure that they initial off on that. You can even change up your consent forms on your treatment plans to have them initial that. Speaking of signing, I can't tell you how many offices do same-day treatment, or they do treatment plans and they don't have the patient sign and keep a copy of that in the computer. Guys, do this. Make sure they sign for it. It's going to save you a lot of headache and heartache later on down the road. Make sure you have them actually sign off that they know they're paying this amount, they know it's an estimate, and they know they'll be responsible for that. You can even make little check boxes. Like you can change up that little blurb that they sign on the bottom of a treatment plan. And you can make little boxes where they initial. So initial off that I understand this is an estimate. Initial off that I know my portion is X amount of dollars. Initial off that I know if insurance doesn't pay, I'm responsible, and then sign at the bottom. That creates a clear expectation, and it makes it easier for your patients. I can't tell you how many offices I watch not sign treatment plans. So if you're a Dental A Team listener, you better promise on your heart that you are having them sign treatment plans and that your patients know. Scan that copy into the computer, or better yet, just sign on the computer so you don't have to scan, and send a printed copy with your patient so they know what they're paying for. A lot of offices, you can also have that typed in the next appointment. Kiera knows she's paying $45.23 for her copay for number 5. This way, everybody in the office knows, and that communication is in the appointment box. It's from front to back. It's very well organized, and it can be collected that way. These little things convert same-day treatment so quickly, you guys. So get the iPads. It's a small investment with a huge return. Think about it. So an iPad costs X amount of dollars. If you close 1 or 2 same-day treatments, most likely that iPad was paid for. So I would suggest you guys get it. You train, you practice, present those treatment plans, assume the yes. If you have not listened to my podcast on that, that was one of my very, very, very first podcasts called Assume the Yes. It's on treatment planning. Assume the yes. Present in a way where I'm not asking questions of, do you want to do this? I'm assuming yes, you do. So let's get this done. Does that work? We're on the path. So for same day conversion, I would say back office, look for it in the morning huddle. Color change your appointments on the morning huddle. So that way you know exactly which appointments we can go for. Doctors, get into the exams earlier. If you wait till those last 5 minutes on hygiene, you're going to miss so many same day opportunities that you could convert. Assistant team, make sure you're looking to see who can you convert And what can you do to say it? Hey, you've got this filling. Let's get that done today. I'll let doctor know. I think we've got time. That way you don't have to come back and get numb twice. They're usually pretty proactive when they're about to get numb. Front office team. If your back office team comes and asks you for a financial for same-day treatment, have a fire under your bootay and get a move on it. Get that conversion to them so that way we have the treatment plan signed. Patient knows. Better yet, I would suggest we train the back office team to be able to present these financial plans. Take a credit card in the back. It's easy. It's done. If the back office team doesn't do it perfectly, that's okay. We train them to do it better and better and better. The back office team is super capable if the front office team has all the information in there, and this actually creates a smooth, efficient, effective way to do same-day treatment. So, guys, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to create a system right now that you actually do via Zoom and send it out to your friends, your team, and make sure they all know how to do this? Write up the protocol of how we do same-day conversion. Create a KPI that we're going to do same-day conversion. We're going to track it in the back, and we're going to see how many same-day conversions of patients we can help we're doing. You guys, this is your time. Same-day conversion, tracking that, making sure we don't take too long on the financials because we were prepared. If you're not doing insurance verification, guess what? Prime opportunity to get that done. If you don't like doing insurance verification, Verific is a great company. Also, MedUsend is a great company. VerifyYourInsurance.com, another great company. Look into these, research them out. This is a prime time for you to get this done. Offices who don't verify insurance beforehand always lag behind on same-day treatment. Always, because you're not confident with the numbers you present. Therefore, you don't present confidently. Did you guys hear that? You're not confident with the numbers you present, so therefore you don't present confidently. Two confidence in there. Bottom line is, if you are not confident with the numbers you're presenting, you usually can't close cases, period. When I was confident and I knew the insurance was right and I was like, hey, look, this is where we're at. No, insurance doesn't dictate everything. I just felt more confident because I was authentic and genuine and I was full of integrity because I knew we had done our best effort. If we didn't have that information, I didn't feel full of integrity. It was much harder for me to convince somebody because I wasn't convinced myself. So don't shortcut on this. Make sure you guys take the opportunity to do same-day conversions. Now's the time to build a protocol. You guys, I'm challenging you. I'm pushing you. Get that same-day conversion done. This will change your practice, especially coming back from what we've been in. Same-day conversion protocol right now can change your practice. It can help you. You're going to live on same-day conversions. So take the time right now to learn how your practice is going to convert. Call the dental A team. We will happily coach you through. You guys, all of my coaches are pros. They were dental assistants. They know how to do this. We can train your dental assistant team to be able to convert. We can show them how to present treatment plans. This is elite level edge thinking, guys. This is the next level. So it's not level edge, it's next level thinking. There we go. That's the type of thinking this is. Be on the cutting edge. Think differently. Get your team to think differently. Now is your time, guys. All right, you guys, I think that's enough for same-day treatment. Please, if you have questions, not if, whatever questions you have, email me, hello@thedentalateam.com. Reach out. The coaching team, guys, they're sitting at home. It is prime time. That is a small investment for massive return that will grow your practice. So please, please reach out to the coaching team. We're here for you. hello@thedentalateam.com. Make sure you guys reach out. All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining us. I'll catch you next time on the Dental A Team Podcast.
And that wraps it up for another episode of the Dental A Team Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.